Hello and welcome back. Hello to you all, my tribe. This is your host once again, RIG Rainbow Galaxy. So today what are we talking about? We are going to talk about self-doubt and how to turn your minuses to pluses. Self-doubt. This is a very crippling monster. Once in a while, every one of us has been encountered by this monster called self-doubt. When it comes and goes, it's a transient situation, which is normal in day-to-day life because we are human. We are bound to ask ourselves, doubt ourselves once in a while. But the type of self-doubt we're going to be talking about today is that one which is persistent, which is crippling, which is disenabling. So let's start with this question. Where does this monster of self-doubt come from? Where does it come from? Maybe as a child, you've had a life where no one was believing in you. Whatever you did was questioned. Whatever you did was not validated. And you grew up knowing that you could do nothing which was right. Maybe at school, you were not this very first-class student, A student. You were doubted whenever you did something right. People thought you had copied from someone. Nobody thought you were able to accomplish something. Maybe in the playground, when children were playing with you, no one was really able to make friendships with you that were lasting. Everyone teased you. You ended up being lonely in that corner, not being able to mingle with others and contribute. Whenever you contributed, people just took you for granted. And maybe you grew up and at school, you are now post-school, you are now at university. The same thing happened. People continued not to believe in you. People continued to ridicule you. And this has been engraved in your brain that I'm not good enough, that I can never do anything right. And maybe now we are past the college life, the university life. You have found a job. The same thing happens. At work, no one believes you. At work, people continue to ridicule you. Your contributions are negated. No one wants to take your contributions. Well, they might not even want to take your contributions. And yet later on, you see them using the same contributions that you contributed and making them your own. And you think to yourself, what's happening to me? Is it me who is wrong? You start to doubt yourself in everything. And maybe we've gone past that. You go into partnership, you find someone, the love of your life. And the same thing happens. You try to make a contribution as an equal partner in the relationship, and it's not accepted, it's not taken, it's negated again. And then you continue to doubt yourself. What is happening? What is happening? So you see, these are the roots of self-doubt. It's being created in you, it's being engraved in you. And let's ask this second question. What is happening here? Why this trend? So this is what I call the self-doubt cycle. It continues on and on, on and on, on and on, and you end up believing that you are not good enough. You end up telling yourself that everything I do, I have to recheck, double check, triple check. So let's talk about this self-doubt cycle. So like we said in the introduction, Maybe it started when you were young, when you were a child. Criticisms, negative comments, all these things, that the negative things being bombarded and bombarded in your life. And then, because of that, you begin to doubt yourself. And because you're doubting yourself, you start to not to do things correctly. You second guess yourself. You are not even eager to contribute. Or when you contribute, you don't contribute with enthusiasm. You don't contribute with the power to make people believe you. And because of that, they continue to criticize you because you are not contributing meaningful things or contributions because of the mindset of self-doubt. So people criticize you again, and then you doubt yourself again, and then when you doubt yourself again, you get maybe low self-esteem, maybe you shy away from saying things, and you see how this self-doubt cycle continues. Criticism, self-doubt. Because of self-doubt, you are not going to contribute enough. Because you are not contributing enough, or with vigor, people criticize you again, and self-doubt comes, and then criticism again, and the cycle goes on and on and on. So the cycle is happening. It moves us to the next question. What does this self-doubt do to you? What is the impact? Because of this self-doubt, it can create low self-esteem. You begin to feel negative about yourself, negative about whatever you say. You can even decide to take the back bench all the time. You decide not to contribute at all because you are afraid. People are going to ridicule you. People are going to comment negatively about whatever you say. Because of self-doubt again, you are going to lose that ability to communicate with others, that ability to mingle with others. As a result, you become lonely. And what does that loneliness lead to? Maybe even depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, because you're constantly guarding yourself, and it's not good for your blood vessels. Maybe you end up having headaches because you're overthinking and overthinking. It can cause you to make mistakes at school, at work, and even in social situations. It can cause you to be someone who is not very sociable, not because you don't want to mix, but because you are scared of the comments that can come. So you see how crippling self-doubt can be. Right. So now we know what self-doubt is. We've talked about what is happening in the self-doubt cycle. We have talked about the repercussions of self-doubt. Now it's time to intervene. What are we going to do? This is the most crucial part, because we want to unlock the mindset from the minus to a positive. This is the time when I bring my master key, which I called in the introduction video the B.A.R key. We want to believe, which is the B. Believe that this can come to an end. Yes, you have doubted yourself because people have criticized you, people have ridiculed you, people have bombarded you with negative comments, but it's time to take action, and the action is you. You have got the power to unlock your mindset. No one else can. You have the power because you hold the key. Right. So believe. What are you going to believe in? Believe that you are worthy. Believe in your self-worthiness. You are worthy to change the situation. You are worthy to change that minus by simply putting a vertical sign. You have changed the minus to a plus, and you can do it with your mindset. Believe that people can say whatever they want to say, but the power is with you to take whatever they say negatively or change it to a positive. You have the power. It doesn't matter what people say, because they will continue to say regardless. But it's what we do and what you do with what they say which is important. You can decide to cry. You can decide to ignore. You can decide to laugh over it. You can decide to change. And they will see that change happening in you. Okay, so we have used the B, the belief. It is very important. Unless you believe, nothing else matters. Unless you take that first step of believing that you can change things, nothing else will happen. So now it's time to take the A from our master key. We want to act. How are we going to act? You have to exude a positive attitude in your life. Live, laugh, and keep on smiling. It doesn't take you a penny to smile. After all, it takes a lot of muscle strength to sulk, but it takes just a few muscles to smile. Okay, engage. This is another thing in your action plan. Engage in positive self-talk. It's very important. There's power in words. There is real power in what we say. So, when a negative thought comes to your mind, take it and make a 360 rotation and make it a positive thought. Right. For example, maybe I'm going to a presentation tomorrow and I'm so worried about how I'm going to fare because of that self-doubt which has been engraved in me. I'm afraid that if I go to that presentation, I'm going to fail. I've already told myself I'm a failure. So that is a negative thought. But we want to take this 360-degree circle and change that mindset. So I want to confirm the positivity now. I'll say, tomorrow I'm going for a presentation. And because I've prepared so much, because I've got my facts right, I'm going to nail that presentation. Look, the power of positive thinking. I'm even smiling. I've turned that negativity, thinking that I'm not able to make it. I'm scared that I'm going to fail. And I've turned it around and told myself, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to succeed because I'm prepared, I'm ready, I've got the facts, I've made some research, and so I'm going to nail it. And so when I go onto that stage, I'm prepared and I'll nail it. So this is the power of positive self-talk. Don't just think about it, talk about it. Go in front of a mirror and talk to yourself positively. I am worthy. I am good. I am prepared. I can do it. No one can dominate me. Say that aloud to yourself in front of a mirror. Don't even care that people are listening and thinking that you are bonkers, because you are not. You are engaging in that powerful mindset of positive self-talk. Right. So we have actions now. We've engaged in self-talk, and now it's time to be renewed. Right. So it's the renewal stage. Yes, people have doubted me. Yes, I've also have this self-doubt all my life. But it's time to be renewed. I'm going to tell myself now, from now onwards, whatever people say, I'm going to tell myself that no, I'm not like that. I am a victor. I am a conqueror. I am able. And I'm special. Tell yourself that every day. Yes, that's the power of renewal. That's the power of action. Turn those minuses to pluses. Another thing in this renewal stage, embrace goodness from people who are genuine. Because not everyone is bad. Some people are on your side. Don't forget to embrace the love of those people who stand by you, who, when you cry, they come to your side, they hand you tissues to wipe away your tears, they hug you. Embrace them, embrace their love. Another stage in this renewal stage is do something good for yourself every day. It might not be a humongous thing, even just a small thing is important to remember that you are worthy. Do something good. Things like take a walk, go to the beach. You know what I do at times? I know it sounds crazy, but I don't. I just turn my radio on, my music on, and I dance like a crazy person alone. Dance, and sing along aloud. Yeah. Once upon a time, my son said, "Mom, you're embarrassing me. The neighbors are listening." I said, "No, it doesn't matter. It's how it makes me feel inside. If I do something good for myself, then it doesn't matter what the world thinks." And then another thing in the renewal stage, embrace the company of good friends, good family, good social circles. I love going to church because I met a beautiful social network friends in my church group. My singing group, I've joined a singing group. So don't forsake the company of good people. It's another stage, another thing important in your renewal stage. And another point, draw your strength from higher power. There's always higher power. Some people believe in meditation. We've got all different types of beliefs or what we call higher powers. And for me, it's prayer. God. My God is able. My God can do everything for me. With God, nothing is impossible. So this is where I draw my strength from. But as different individuals, we draw our strengths from different sources. But it has to be a higher power because there is a higher power. So thank you for listening. I hope this is not everything, but it is part of what can help you and me to get out of this mud of self-doubt, get out of this crippling situation of self-doubt, and embrace positivity. Let's turn those minuses, those negative situations, to pluses. Like I said, you can turn that minus to a plus, and the power is in your hands. You hold the key, which is the B.A.R key, the master key to every situation that's troubling you. So before I leave, if this resonated well with you or your friend, leave a comment below. If you want to share anything in your life with regards to self-doubt, please leave a comment below. It's lovely that I can read what you think about and what your situations have been, and I can also write back, and then we can continue to communicate as a tribe. If you have liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We'll meet again in the next videos. So long.